Hello and welcome back to an all new recipe video of Mom's Killer Fish. Today we are back with yet another interesting recipe and walking down the coast of Goa. Today we have the Goan fish curry. Yes, this is a recipe that can be made in multiple different ways, but I just wanted to show my version of Goan fish curry. The recipe is already given on your screen. However, I will just explain the recipe once again for all my viewers. Firstly, I've taken about 7 to 8 pieces of Kolkata bhetki fish, and I have simply marinated the fish with a little bit of salt and haldi powder. Now we need to make this Goan fish curry paste, and for that we need one whole onion. I have already soaked some dried red chilies with hot water, and I am using about 4 to 5 of them. You can adjust the heat. If your chilies are hot enough, then add lesser amount of chilies, and if it is not that hot, then you can use a lot more chilies than I have used. I have taken about 1 tablespoon of whole zira and 1 tablespoon of whole dhania, which is coriander seeds. It gives a very good earthy flavor to your curry. And about 1 heaped tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. That's all. This is the paste that we have to make. Now in a large pan, heat some good oil. You can use whatever oil you're comfortable with and you cook with in your home. And you have to basically fry the paste that we have just created. The smell, let me tell you, it is heavenly, and I so wish that you all try this recipe once in your home and let us know how did you like it, and what all recipes you want to see next from us. We are more than interested and intrigued to know whether you like our recipes and what do you want us to try next. Meanwhile, you can see this curry is taking a lovely form. The oil is already separated from the paste. Now we will just add a little bit of sugar and salt to taste. You know, seasoning is the key. It gives a perfect balance to your food. Once that is done, I will just add 1 cup of coconut milk. Now, while you're adding the coconut milk, make sure that your flame is at low. If you're using an induction, then it should be preferably at 4 or 6, whichever function you are using, and keep stirring so that the coconut milk does not split. Now, once that is done, you can add a little bit of water to adjust the consistency. I have added about half a cup of water from the same pot where my coconut milk was stored. And now I'm going to add the fish. Now this fish was previously soaked in lemon juice, and after that I washed the fish very nicely. I dried it and then I marinated with salt and haldi so that there is no smell, there's no fishy taste to it. Now if you want, you can fry the fish before adding it to the curry. But Goans, usually what they do is they add raw fish in their curries, which gives this curry a luscious fish flavor. So I prefer and I suggest you all to use this technique. If you soak it in lemon juice, it will definitely not smell like fish, you know. Now I have taken about a little bit of tamarind, which is like a golf ball size of tamarind, but I've made a pulp out of it. That is what I'm adding to my fish curry right now. This gives a perfect balance of sweet, sour, tangy, spicy, and this will give a lot of structure to your fish curry. Stir it well. Look how heavenly this looks. You know, my mouth is salivating right now, and I just want a plate of rice and this fish. Wow! And to end this recipe, I have added a little bit of cream. If you do not have cream at your house, you can definitely skip this. This is not a mandatory step. That's all. Our Goan fish curry is absolutely ready. This will be excellent with prawns. It will be fantastic with prawns. It will also be good with any other white fish or soft flesh fish if you get it in your nearby market. will go wonderful with some salmon or maybe cod, basa, whatever is available near your house. But we Bengalis, we have this uh, love-hate relationship with hateful. If you love hateful, you love it like anything. And that's what happens to me every time I think about fish because I'm a picky eater and I don't eat a lot of fishes. So this is the only fish that I enjoy. And now plucking some curry pata from my mom's garden, washing them thoroughly to decorate my wonderful Goan fish curry. And here you go, with a little bit of Goan touch, my version of Goan fish curry. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.